The biggest secret to being a great DM coming right up. Sup Punions, Chris Punking here with the new advice for your TTRPG game. If Matt Colville has taught me anything, then it is 90% of what I know about running the game. And to put the juiciest bit of advice at the beginning of the video. So here goes. The best thing you can do to make your D&D game amazing is to play to your strengths. What does that mean? Well, I shall provide you with an example. Imagine you are a DM. Now, believe it or not, there are moments in your life where you will not be a DM. So, for the sake of this example, maybe you even have a job. Hypothetically, if you were a, professional voice actor, how would you implement that into your D&D game? Just off the top of my head, because this is truly a random example that I just thought of, just how it is completely random that this bugbear just rolled his third natural 20 in a row, Derek, and no, I will not roll in front of the DM screen. This is precisely why I bought it. Where was I? Oh yeah. As a professional voice actor, you could give all of your NPCs funny voices, do cool, unique monster screams, and immersive sound effects. And these are just some of the things you can do to play to your strengths. To make sure you understand, let me give you another example. If you, for instance, work in game design, you could add cool homebrew to your D&D game, new and exciting mechanics that will spice up your game and will keep your players coming back for more. Or maybe you're a comedy person and maybe you just do a lot of improv at your table because that is what you're good at. And your players will love your game for its great humor. The world truly is your oyster. Okay, Punking, but my job is not useful like being a voice actor. I have a useless job like a doctor. That does not help me do a better D&D. Well, my hypothetical grammatically incompetent little Punion, you will find something else, and this video might help guide you. What about things other than your job, like hobbies? Maybe if you like drawing, you could add awesome art pieces and drawings to your game and hand them out during sessions. Our hypothetical voice actor doesn't do this at his table. He just uses words to describe stuff, not paintings. He probably can't draw as well as you can. To use a different example from one of my current campaigns, where my players are cartoon villains like kind of Gru or Doofenshmirtz, I found it would be funny to use the idea of jingles from Phineas and Ferb, and every time the players encounter a new NPC for the first time, I would have a funny jingle prepared to introduce that character. This immediately made every NPC much more memorable. I did this because I enjoy rhyming and wordplay. They don't call me Punking for nothing. And because I knew I could make it fun. My players loved it. I ended up writing jingles for their PCs and their signature moves too. Dum-dum-dum, I wanna be the evilest, like no one ever was. Scorching rays, gotta hit them all. And if I knew how to play an instrument, that would be even better. I don't. I'm not a music person at all. But maybe you are. And maybe you can find a way to implement that into your D&D game. As I say this, I realize that I'm opening the door to many shenanigans. Don't go overboard with this. In the end, it should still be a session of D&D and not a session of improv jazz. But this is what I mean when I say play to your strengths. Just because you saw some nerdy-ass voice actor do a funny NPC voice in an actual play, that does not mean you're a bad DM for not doing it. There are plenty of awesome things Matt Mercer does not do, which you could add to your game to take it to the next level. Now, don't get me wrong. I am not telling you to give up doing voices because you're not a professional actor. Not at all. But try to find what you can do and then give your players an experience that they can only have at your table. Play to your strengths, guys. Maybe you like puzzles and riddles and you enjoy designing those. Maybe you are really good at tactical war games and make incredibly challenging and interesting combats. Maybe you're a history nerd and can use real history to inspire your settings and conflicts and characters and make your world so much more immersive. Maybe you love cooking or baking and your players show up to your game knowing they will be treated to something nice. And maybe you can even tie that into the story, like the party rests and you bust out the chili sin carne. Maybe you just watch a lot of TV and know how to tell a compelling story. See, you didn't waste your time. Maybe you play a lot of video games and can remove annoying mechanics from your game because you know that everyone hates them. Or maybe you watch a lot of YouTube and have amassed a large amount of homebrew rules for traveling, resting, warfare, skill challenges, spells, subclasses, classes, conditions, alternative features, mechanics stolen from other games, or storylines from actual play shows that none of your players have the time to actually watch because it is hundreds of hours long. Find something, anything, a tiny spark to ignite your table, not literally, and make it something truly special for your players. And don't just stop at one thing. Find more and keep making your games better. If you truly think that you don't have anything to do, then maybe this video inspired you to take up a new hobby. You can do it. Learn how to draw. Learn how to do funny voices. Keep evolving and growing. But also, stop. Don't overdo it. If your game is everything, then it will become bland. Find an identity and build on it. Find what works for your table and then go from there. You'll be fine. Play to your strengths. But more importantly, play with your friends. They're here to have a good time. Oh, and don't go whining in the comments how you don't have any strengths. Or friends, for that matter. Even if you say that ironically, it's not funny. And also, I won't believe it for a second. Anyway, that's the end of the video. I still don't have an outro. Guess I'll get my writing interns on that.